maybe join Thalos in the going forward and using that thing that lets you see the invisible people, and I'll put me with you guys as well, so he can also help with the knowing where invisible things are, out to 120 feet.
I need a moment.
Take your time.
You just see some of the blood hunters taking a moment to collect themselves.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rain. Yeah, split it from the gang. Go for it.
Fly like
Rain!
an eagle. There she
Rain!
goes.
Go for it.
Rain, please land back over with us.
She's a beautiful
Not
woman. You
Please
cannot stop her.
maintain it. Please maintain at least 25 feet, no greater than 25 feet of separation from the most otherwise split party member.
You are a party pooper, but okay.
Yes,
Ah.
that is my official title.
It is. I'm gonna get you a name tag that says that.
Please
Exactly.
do.
Every party needs a pooper. That's why I got Modar here.
Right.
Rain, we do need. I need you here for a moment, please. When Rain gets close, Hailguard will take her hand, and he's going to cast Scrying.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Said I needed a moment. 10 minutes to be exact. So, smoke him if you got him. But I'm trying to, since we're down here, we're trying to do the locate on Jin.
So,
Locate
Jin.
on Jin. Ooh.
let's see. Let me do. I need to see if he makes the save or not. Let's see.
And don't forget, we've got the bonus that I think correlates to how well we know them, and if we've got something that is really close to them, like their twin sister.
Pretty much. So I would say he definitely is a -4, unless you have a lock of hair or something from him still.
I have a social security number.
Question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I hit that creature earlier critically, yes?
Yep.
Yes, man.
Does that mean you guys get all the HP juice from my Heartbreaker
Does it say a critical hit or does it say a natural
for
20?
24 hours?
When you critically hit a creature with the maul.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would
then
count.
yes.
So now we don't get the +3 to charisma and con saves, though, for being near her.
What do we get?
We get,
Hit points equal to the damage you dealt with the triggering attack plus 2d6.
if
And you
anyone
get
was
this
injured, you were
benefit for
healed.
24 hours.
Which I don't think
Well-
anyone was.
Hey, can we dial that back? Or-
Can you choose to not shatter the heart since none of us are hurt yet?
It's just
Yeah.
whenever
Oh.
it's critical hit.
Yeah.
How long does it last for?
24 hours.
Yep.
They also Oh no, you receive the benefits of Aura of the Heart for 24 hours. So now we don't even have to be close to Rain for
Yes.
24 hours. We have flat +3 to charisma and con saves.
Oh, that's great.
So that was Moda.
Pretty much
was
everyone.
40. What was 45 feet? I think the only person who didn't get it would have been yeah.
Second Halagard.
Yeah.
second
I,
Hellguard. I don't think me would have gotten it from up there.
Nah, because he was at the second pillar.
Okay. That's sick though.
Yeah.
Now we don't even have to be close. Never mind, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Well, while they're
Yeah.
spending 10 minutes, I'm going to usher the fire giants over.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna make a horse.
This one will come on. Take a knee, white lady.
You ought to scout ahead and execute anything that is not us.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a wee bit extreme.
I'm sorry, are we here for a tour or an assassination?
With that, the fire giants immediately start marching ahead as you guys take a moment to scry.
All of them? Oh, I thought you were just sending the one. Oh dear.
Who are these people over here?
Those are Rames's blood hunters.
Yeah, Rames's blood hunter squad. They're doing a little patch up after getting struck by lightning.
And then, what are these guys up here?
The Knights of Onso, along with wizard and healers.
I would like to ask the Blood Hunters to assist the Fire Giants.
Maybe don't give orders to the
I didn't.
backstory characters of the guy who's in here.
Didn't give. Asked. Then
Yeah.
I'll ask the Outside Knights.
You do see some of the Blood Hunters like, we'll check it out once we're patched up. You see the Onso Knights ready to get the charge. Yes, ma'am.
I think it would benefit us if you also scouted ahead slightly.
We'll check the smaller tunnels.
Don't go beyond the range of sight. We don't want to lose everybody right away. We still don't know the 100% the path we're going to be taking.
That's fair. We'll
We
stick
have the
close.
map, but yeah, could be changed.
Keep within 100 paces.
And
And I think Ramus might, as field commander, Ramus might let them know that maybe they should spread themselves out so they don't get caught like they did last time. I mean, unless they're advancing with shields in hand like a Roman guard, maybe keep 5 feet between and diagonally.
Pretty much, but you also see that this regiment has wizards as well to try and protect them.
Ah, okay.
As rain floats around beautifully on her golden wings. But
like a drunk angel.
back to the scry. As you peer through the spaces between and kind of feel yourself being pulled further down, you almost get this bizarre sense of like you've wormed your way through the intestines of something. It's filthy, almost unclean. As you do feel this sense about you. You see the spaces between shifting unnaturally. This area doesn't look like anything else you've seen before. Everywhere else around seems almost cosmic. You see Jin walking along what seems to be almost like a labyrinthine floor, etched in various runes. Seems to step onto a desert and then continue striding through extreme heat and more. You do see the ruby dust bleeding from the edges of his eyes, pouring from the sides of his mouth. And then you also see him start somehow walking into a landscape of snow and eyes. Something that's manifest flesh, but has been covered over by the winter veil. It starts to unnerve you. You can try a religion or an arcana for this as you watch whatever this path is that he's walking.
Let's go with... Not great with either, but... Fucking Arcana. Negative.
Everybody or just
Just-
Dallas?
Just Atlas. Or,
Helgar.
well, Modar, would you, I would say pictures could be sent over the telepathic connection. So yeah, those who are connected could roll a religion or arcana of this space that Jin seems to be.
Wow. The
I
cleric
don't
will evolve.
understand. How can he be walking on desert sands and ice the next second? It does not make
Well,
As Modar chimes in immediately, knowing perfectly
Multi-frame?
that these are the Far Realms.
oh, oh,
Jin is walking between the space between spaces, the distance where eldritch gods reside. It
Oh
seems
shit.
that he has stepped into the realm of the Yellow King fully.
he is lost. He is gone.
Uh,
There is very small chances of getting him back. It would take quite a bit. We would have to all go there.
as you gain a sense of this, and especially for you, Modar, that sense, that dread feeling that you share, that Dallas experience of like worming your way through the intestines of a creature.
Well, and just yeah, I've put people who have gone to these planes in other realities on trial.
Mm-hmm. As you feel this, that sense that Dallas felt when he was initially connecting, especially with that 35 you have. The reason why Jin isn't obliterated at this moment, especially in the Eldritch Realm, and you feel almost a sickening punch to your stomach as you kind of have that haunting realization. He's inside Pasture. He is going to become the seed that would let him bleed through.
What the fuck?
Okay. So
As in he's been devoured?
as in he's going to be the mortal host through which the Yellow King will enter the material plane.
That's worse.
Yes, that's exponentially worse. So, I guess this is where we have the former Rangers aren't covered in the don't kill your own party clause conversation. Willingly or no, he seems to be the key to the next stage of the plan that we're here to stop.
We just need to figure out how to separate them, that's all.
There has to be a way, Moda. You are the wayfinder. I trust in you.
I will explore to the limits of my magic what is possible. But the incursion of the Yellow King cannot be allowed. We have gathered all of these people to stop it. We are spending lives one at a time to stop it. If we are forced to spend one that is valuable to us, we have to make sure that it's the only option and that it will work.
Hilgard says, I agree. Thalos holds his tongue.
We need to continue moving forward. We're going to need to change the plan slightly. What do we know about entering the Yellow Mirror, Josh? Is it from with my 35? Is it probably Can I assume that that's probably how Jin got there? Do we know he would walk through these tunnels and made it to the Yellow City, and that's the most powerful artifact that is there?
Effectively, especially for the description of the Yellow Mirror itself, you would know that that's where the veil is the most thin to the Far Realms. A very stretched wormhole in this circumstance.
Yeah.
It would have to be
either
definitively that most powerful artifact there, but also if that doorway is destroyed, he is gone. There is no reopening that.
But it definitely stops the Yellow King.
Yes.
So we either have to go in there, or we can blow up the door from the outside. I mean, it's not like it's habitable, right? Like it would be. Anyway, we continue walking
Yeah,
with the
definitively.
scrying done.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving forward. But like we'll continue. We continue talking mentally.
Yeah.
Wait. So is the scrying over? Don't walk off if it's scrying. Don't walk off. We're not done yet.
I mean,
I just want to make sure.
It's able to continue so long as you want, but he is seemingly walking through many various planes in cosmic areas.
He is not here. He is not ahead of us.
What is the value of a human life to you, Thalos?
A single life is worth the universe. Eidolon, what is it worth to you?
Then surely you know that the abundant, countless universes that are still here far outweigh the singular universe, yes?
In the grand scheme of the balance, I know how things must fall. But it doesn't mean I won't try to skew it when I can. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I do not believe we should leave this as a chance encounter. The lawmaker makes a very apt and great point. Lawgiver. I knew that was in my memory.
The lawgiver has shown us more miracles than your eyes have seen, Eidolon. I trust in him. If there is a way, he will find it.
Are you willing to accept that there is not?
I'll accept it when I see it myself. After all, aren't you a long-dead spirit, somehow living amongst us?
The creation of my corporeal form did not involve interplanar manipulation of the Yellow King's domain.
And yet, it occurred.
I do not think that is the point you think it is.
And I don't think this is the end of our conversation. I trust in you and your blade, Eidolon. But please, give us the chance to save our friend, if it's possible.
And we heck 'em go.
Yeah.
As you march forward, for the one leading the way, go ahead and roll me another survival check.
Wait, did we make it past the pylon of guards yet, or?
That roll was a joke.
They're keeping just ahead. The fire giants themselves, you do take note, there seems to be a few things destroyed here and there and a couple more acid pools. It seems like they might have run into more Yugoloths.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. Is it gonna be survival or perception?
Survival. Alright. Especially with these caverns, choking as they are, you were actually able to proceed with relative ease. Unabated and everything quiet. You can even see the large footfalls of the giants who scouted ahead. They do eventually start to trail back to you after probably 1 or 2 hours, seeming to have a good memory for being in the Underdark as well as the tunnels themselves. But then still following that same circumstantial path and making sure to keep close even if it is not entirely in sight, but seems that the giants themselves are quite comfortable in the dark down here.
Hailguard, towards the back of the line, will actually thank Eidolon.
Who? The
Hailguard, the clone. Yeah. He needed that. Thank you.
It is very strange talking to two of you.
It is very strange to be a second one of me.
Isn't it?
He looked at me for.
Oh, that's Modar.
Yeah, I know what's my Modar. It is strange that you are also a clone.
Oh, I'm me. I mean, I'm Modar. Me is up there. He's got the one. So they're now visually distinct because me has the cloak covered with eyes all over him and attuned to. He also vaguely crackles with electricity. Does the map say which direction to go? This way or up?
With that, it seems to be continuing eastward.
Eastwards. All right. Let's set up some ropes and start rappelling everybody down.
I will say, as you are skirting around there, Dallas, you hear a conversation. One that seems almost like religious fervor in a way, but spoken in giant's tongue.
So got a big mouth.
Mentally, Talos. Well, first and foremost, Talos will like crouch down, but mentally he'll signal for. Wait, you said is it in Infernal or is it in Giant?
Giant.
He'll signal for Nira to come by, to like come up north, and sort of like gives everyone a signal to hold.
She'll striding on up, not really quiet, but you know, listening. Sounds like a church sermon. Somebody giving praise to it? The city?
Do you mean they are worshipping the city?
Sounds like it. Something that saved them.
Sort of beam a thought over to Rain if that like falls into her whole religiosity. Rain, does that sound familiar?
I don't speak giant. What I don't. I guess I wouldn't even know to identify it as giant. I would just be like, that's the language I don't understand.
But the idea of these giants worshipping a city, does that sound like anything you've heard of?
Oh, could I do a roll for that?
Yes, you can. A history or religion.
History or religion? Oh, how about 17?
17. You're not entirely sure if it's the city itself. Maybe it's the location. It might be a holy spot for whatever's down here. It does occur to you that you had heard the Fomorians had taken hold at the city of Carcosa, almost saved when they were expelled from the Feywild.
Gotcha. Okay, I would have, relayed that over to the team. Should we go closer?
Yeah, I'll. Me flips to a specific page in his book.
Did we bring Ku with us?
Ku was always happy to go.
Give Ku the nod. It's sort of like a sideways fist pound, and you can go invisible. I can turn you invisible if you need me to, but...
Alright, I got it. And he himself pops into invisibility.
God, arcane rogues are the most terrifying thing ever.
As he will go to dip around the corner and have a good looky-look. And he's connected with the network, question mark?
Yes, it should be the 5 of us, the 2 simulacrums, and Coop.
Oh.
We prioritize him over Nira or Artorias because he's the best.
So, with that, he will start sending the message early. A lot of guys in yellow robes over here. And then there's this one giant seems to be in a large yellow toga with his ears are massive. I don't know what's going on with that. Though he seems to like he's talking slow. But there's a lot of them. And
is it worth going around, or do you think we should fight our way through?
I mean, we're gonna fight them. There's a lot of them. As he will kind of project these mental images through the link. This kind of man, but with ears twice the size, talking slowly, full yellow robes going down, towering up there at a good 18 feet tall.
Ooh.
One of the Fomorians.
Priest or a wizard of some kind.
Those who are smaller, humanoid in shape, though seemingly changed, wearing their own yellow scrags and robes and tattered pieces of clothing that seem to have survived down here. Those seem to have survived multiple combats. And then the masses themselves.
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
I kind of don't like those guys at all.
Cool. Cool, the passageway. It is narrow where you are, yes? Does it look like it can be brought down? Perhaps with an earthquake.
Back the fuck up.
If I might, the corner does afford us an opportunity to come out with some very large AoE magic. I would be careful about starting any kind of rock fall in a place that we cannot easily get out of.
I would agree, and yet, do you feel it would be better to attempt to destroy the masses or to steal them in? Cool, can you see an exit on the other side of the chamber?
That's a great question.
Is there another side of the chamber?
I see.
Does it just go on forever?
I see 2 rockways. There seems to be like 2 extra tunnels. I don't know how far they go, but there's a big one across the way that goes even further down. Want me to go look out over there ahead of time?
That is a lot of eyes for you to avoid. Even one of them gets lucky and you could be in real danger.
Sorry, did Ku say that there was a doorway on the other side?
There are extra tunnel ways across the way. So basically,
So
it's
more
like,
than one?
Yeah.
So if we seal them in, they'll just go out the
Right.
presumably eastern passageway. So we can either avoid them or try and fight them. We
Using
can't track them easily.
my brain thinking, telepathy. Perhaps we should avoid them to spare ourselves resources. If I recall, these swords are connected to the leader, harbinger, whatever you may call the Yellow King. And if we rid him of this world, they will be yes.
Fanciful words.
They will lose. They will lose threat.
I concur.
Maybe you should
should
stave
back
your anger for the true enemy.
Adalan is right.
Alright.
Yes.
Waiting the masses.
Do you need? Do you need checks to climb down, or could we just take a 10? And...
Easily take a 10. There's not any smooth rock face. It's all seemingly disheveled, destroyed, or displaced by something.
Everybody.
Fall down.
Also, I'm sure Rocky could just hold one of us and then like slide down like an elevator.
Yeah, he just he becomes one of those chairs for old people.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He's got a really flat face, so you can fit like 4 people.
Oh, Rocky's a pervert.
Yes.
Wow.
He's got so little going for him as a summoned elemental.
It's
I could summon a celestial to hang out
Give
with
him
him.
some blood hunter ass to sit on his face.
But
Come on now. Think about it. Sweaty men in armor who just got lightning bolted. There's nothing hotter.
nothing but toasted buns.
Main group,
Wait,
everybody.
Me. Yeah.
Everybody get together. Hailguard is going to use the Staff of the Woodlands and cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. We'll all group up on him. It looks like Hailguard got dragged down with the group, though.
Oh yeah, no. I was saying like main group get together before I cast it.
Yeah, that would be easy enough.
I want to get Thalos down there. Sorry.
So keep it in keeping. Motor, Eidolon, and Hailguard are keeping up the back. Me, Thalos, and Rain are in the front with our squad in the middle mostly.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
we're just continuing as straight east as we can. So what's it gonna take to get down this?
Continuing down this, it seems to stretch further and further into... It seems to be almost like a stretch of water for a moment. You do kind of hit a point, though, as you're moving along, of hearing heavy cracks of stone and loud, droning buzzing. It's almost thunderous through this cavern.
Does it seem to have an origination point or direction, or is it everywhere?
Go ahead and roll me a perception, because especially for this place, if it's that thunderous, it would have to be massive, but it's hard to see in a large cavern like this.
Okay. Is this a sight or a hearing check? Because if it's a sight check, me gets advantage.
This one is a hearing, because you're trying to discern from the sound itself where this is coming from.
Perception on him and perception on him. Twinning.
Alright.
I got it. Oh wait. Well, but we all heard it, correct?
Yes, you did, definitely. And you see kind of Modar and me kind of like, not freeze fully, but almost like nervously trying to discern where this noise is coming from.
Looking around, yeah. Big blue heads on the swivel.
I don't know why that came up in double. I'm not clicked on advantage.
You might have an item.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, maybe. All right, well, 15 or 24.
So, that. You do realize it's coming from one of the pillars further up towards the water. You can even see the water itself almost rippling, like something's blowing wind down the pillar at the water.
Oh,
My vision is not big enough. I cry.
hold on, I'm approaching. We're getting a little closer to you. I just.
Give me his true 120 feet. Coward. No.
Coasting everything.
I can't see anything, but I do look up the pillar to see if I can see anything up in the darkness.
Go ahead and give me a perception this time with visual. Alrighty. As you do peer up, you see this thing take notice of you at the same time.
Uh-oh.
As you're moving around, even with the pass without a trace, it almost seems to have noticed you, even with the reverberations of sound. And you see this large, sickly, yellow-looking bug that has blended partially with the stalagmites of gargantuan size. And with that, it's going to immediately start to crouch its back legs and launch towards your party. Throw down some initiative. This mutated beetle seems to want to make a meal out of you.
Who doesn't want a piece of Talos? You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's a fine fucking meal right there. But that you also do see that quite a few of the knights were expecting horrors, but not a gargantuan creature to be waiting in the caves below. Which I should mark that one.
Is it currently chewing on the arm of one of our fire giants?
No, but you do see the bodies of what seems to be stone and Fomorians.
Oh. Oh.
It's made meals out of the other giants that reside here.
Fucking yikes.
Sorry, that 20 should be Hellguards.
How tall is the ceiling in this place? Is it just clutched on it?
It's clutched onto it. It is 100 feet up, which I'm about to notate that.
That's fucking gay. This is fucked. This is fucked. I hate this. Hey, actually, you're being homophobic. I can't.
What?
You can't drop stuff on my head. That's not allowed. That's actually now a hate crime.
It's not dropped on your head though. You saw it before it even fell.
I didn't see shit. I got an 8 and a 9.
Well, that's just your vision. You might need to get your eyes checked.
Actually, me should have had advantage, but I just remembered that it was vision. Hold on, let me see if he did any better. Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope. The 9 stands.
Alrighty.
Fucking yoik.
Alrighty, the gargantuan creature mutated from the Yellow City is approaching.
Did you roll for Ramus item?
I did not. Let me do that real quick.
I don't have Ramus.
Oh.
How far up is it, Josh?
100 feet up.
Okay.
I don't even.
Okay.
I don't have the character sheet or anything. So.
Oh. I have him. Oh, no, I don't anymore, actually.
Unleash hell.
Let me. I'll swap that over there. Now you guys should have control of him.
There he is.
Hell yeah.
Oh, did you already roll for him?
No,
Okay.
I was rolling for the coup.
Cool. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god, look at all this shit he's got.
Right?
Yup. Blood Hunter.
Oh.
Blood Hunters are like fighters, but with more confusing abilities and less attacks. That said, he does attack 9 million times because of haste and being a tiger.
Alrighty. Coup is he's gonna fucking slip on forward with full dash and hide behind the pillar. Archers. So regiment forward in that delicious cover, and then we go to Helgard.
Hellguard is going to launch a firebolt at it.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Hear that wonderful droning noise from it.
16 hit.
16 will bounce off of its shell as it kind of keeps kicking up more and more thunderous sound and wind.
Okay.
Which
With movement, he is going to maneuver a little bit closer.
I will also say, especially bouncing off of that shell, that would have been a disadvantage shot, as you realize the spell itself almost seems to be pushed away by the shell of this creature.
Thing deflecting magic.
Is, as far as you can tell, spell-resistant carapace.
Woo! Alright, symbiotic armor. That's it for their Hailguard.
Alright, at the end of your turn. Let's see. No, that's a creature. Alright, it will be over to Ramus.
Fuck. Fuck, I don't know that. I have the Blood Hunter PDF saved. I don't know where I saved it. He has very little notes how to run his character.
He has extra attack. He gets a bonus action to claw with his because he's always in tiger form. I think the only blood maledicts that he has currently are ones that trigger on a reaction, so he can impose disadvantage or cause something that just died to make an attack. And the best bonus action that you should do at the start is use one of his Crimson Rights. Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry, the bug is the bug on the ceiling?
It's on the stalagmite hanging 100 feet up.
Okay. Okay, so here's another issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have his shadow summon written down.
Yeah, that's just he uses it an action to call them forth. It's like the gem abilities.
Yeah.
He got his way before all of us, so it was the most nebulous from Josh.
I am going to hand off Ramus to you.
I got you.
I thought he'd have like all of his class features written down, but I think he just has like the key ones.
I'm pretty sure he has a notepad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He also does almost all of the stuff on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, Rain's getting that big fucking power ready.
We'll do a fucking for him the longbow. The quench covered longbow has a normal longbow range, right?
Yes.
Okay, he'll move up 30 feet. No, he's got faster speed than that. And he'll shoot the quench cover longbow at it twice.
Light him up.
An 18 and a 24.
Both of those will hit.
Oh, okay. For 16 and an 18, 34 piercing damage total. And he'll use he'll cut himself with his sword as he draws it and light it on fire. Take big 2 damage from his hemocraft.
Team scratch.
We'll go with the right of the oracle for psychic damage.
Hell yeah.
His black sword gets wreathed in purple fire.
Alright.
45 speed, so he'll be right there. Spread out.
Alright. Alice.
Has this thing started approaching yet, or is it still just up there staring at him?
Up there staring at you, looking a little mad that it's been injured, but also fairly hungry.
Alright, Dallas is going to attempt, because of the distance, to use Kill touch. 120 feet.
There you go. It will be disadvantaged because of the reflective carapace. Give me
25.
one more roll.
Oh.
Because it is spell resistant.
Oh, that is. Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right, the 25 to 30. Jesus Christ.
Damn, I wish that 33.
I know.
But that's fine.
That's still chunky damage, though. Jesus. It does not look happy that magic is actually hitting it. Kind of shakes off those chill winds in the water.
Thalos will then move into cover. Or as much cover as you can get from the flying insect. But that's Thalos.
Alrighty. Idlet.
Well, my only ranged option is magic, so... Womp. 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 Womp.
15 will miss, but those other ones will hit.
Gotta fucking turn off the divine. And, that'll be me for now.
Alrighty. Rocky.
I just realized that Ramus has not leveled up to 19. He hasn't picked his fighter subclass yet. And I'm just looking at the subclasses, imagining if he picked Gunslinger, and I could have Ramus pull out the Shoddy right now.
Yo.
Good
Rocky has a Tremor Sense. He's gonna go forward.
Especially with the tremor sense, you gotta get a feeling that that's what this bug is doing to pick you guys up.
Okay, that's a dash from Rocky to move 60 feet.
Alright. And then Modar and me 4.
Hello. So questions about reflective carapace.
Yes.
Can I roll Arcana to know about it?
Yes, you can. Give me a good old roll.
You know I love to roll Arcana. And 29.
Alright. Especially for the reflective carapace of this creature, it didn't seem to be turning spells back, but just pushing them away. Giving almost a protective barrier, it seems to be infused with the shell itself. It might help protect it against AoEs and other things, but nothing would come back at you.
Interesting. Let's test it out. Why don't we? Modar is going to... This thing is 165 feet away. That's fucking far. However, that is less than double my range. So I'll move up 30 feet, and I'll hold up my staff, and one of the gems, a large diamond in it, will glow with chromatic energy. And let's test how this thing likes acid damage. Chromatic orb.
Second shot, because it's disadvantage.
I am not at disadvantage. I have 100.
No, it's spell carapace causes disadvantage against spell shots.
Oh, I misunderstood. I apologize. 22.
That'll still hit.
Okay. I don't think I can miss this thing unless I crit fail. We'll go for a level 2 because I'm still testing out damage. So
There you go.
16 acid.
It does not enjoy the acid bath and seems to be getting rather disgruntled at this point.
Excellent. That'll be Modar.
Alright. Me 4.
Hello, it's me again. I know you're all shocked. Let's go for a... What's the range from me? Oh, Jesus. No, my ruler. 100 feet? Perfect. Let's do a Mind Spike. DC 23 Wisdom saving throw versus Mind Spike.
Still not saving. That's a nat 20 for a 28.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
This ain't its first rodeo.
Not at all. Me has a flying speed equal to his walking speed because of his Ring of Air Elemental command. So he'll fly 30 feet into the air over to here and draw attention to himself.
Hell yeah.
No good bonus actions, so we'll do it. We'll do that there. That's gonna be happening.
Alrighty. Rain.
So, am I correct in understanding that spells are bouncing off of this creature?
Bouncing off and being pushed away. And even Modar, who is got the predilection of one of the hardest fucking spell saves, seems to witness this thing pushing away some of its own spell powers on that. So it has some ground and stance of resisting it.
Yeah, if it makes a nat 20, it can beat even Modar, not just me.
I would like to fly up and swing at this thing. How far above us is this creature?
That would be 100 feet. You can move 60. So, unfortunately, you would have to dash. You wouldn't have an attack action to be able to get all the way up to it.
Shucks.
If you wanted to melee it specifically.
I'm so sad because I wanted to use a dang spell.
Do it anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll
If it's got
wait.
range, it should be still within range.
It's still better to do that than not do anything on a turn.
Okay, that's fair. Then I was gonna try a sunburst. I know I killed somebody last time with this, but that was by accident. That was entirely by accident. So I was gonna try that. Let me see.
Now's the time.
Do you wanna do? Oh. Damn.
Alrighty. Con save on that.
Scheiße.
How tough is a bug?
That,
Yeah.
You know?
That's a 21 to save on con, but it'll still be half for that one, I recall as well. So it still takes the 20 radiant. He is not having fun getting cooked over here.
Good. I hope it cinches.
Everyone sees a flashbang of a holy nova go off in the cave.
Good lord.
I aimed it at the right party this time, guys.
Somewhere on the surface, fucking Paulgane like
Shiver.
starts sweating. I don't know why. Someone walking on my grave.
Man, I got a shiver down my spine. What the hell? The fuck's going
Made some
on down
plug in
there?
your cord.
Oh, alrighty.
Hey, yo, fuck this thing.
Yeah, right.
Stupid bug. Dare
Stupid bug.
resist my magic.
Having magic resist and powerful enough to resist you.
Yeah,
Just
what
wait till Eidolon gets over there. Just wait 10 rounds while Eidolon climbs up a pillar at you, teeth in her jaws. Just wait.
Will that be alright?
I think so. Well, actually, I do want to move closer to where the creature is. I want to move the 60 feet, so, but I can't see where the bug is. Can you just move me wherever is 60 feet closer?
Like that?
Thank you. Yes. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Alright, but would you like to be up in the air towards it, or just...
Yeah, I want to be up in the air, but like tucked in behind the rocks over there, like right here. Is that okay?
Yeah, so 20 feet up.
Okay. Gucci gang. That's where I'll stay.
Alrighty. Like a gang.
Shadow Money Gang. Love
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Legalized nuclear bombs.
What do you think we brought Eidolon
Alrighty. This thing is gonna come zipping on down. So, me 4 will be able to get a delicious. Well, no, actually, you would have to be right about here then for that 80-foot marker.
Damn. He moves kind of fast for a big motherfucker. Damn. Like.
Yeah. Does he fly?
He
That's
does.
Diagonal, or is he
He's full flying.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
He just drone dropped towards you guys.
Damn.
What height is he at? He's at 10 feet.
20. As Rain, you will be able to get a swing at him as he flies by.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
How about Rocky?
Rocky, unfortunately,
He's too short.
Rocky's
damn
slow.
short. Or definitely hits. Your tattoo doing its fucking work.
Yeah, make sure you toggle down another use of the tattoo.
Okay, thank you.
As it is very disgruntled at this point. But also there's this delicious chunk of people here.
No, wait.
Delicious chunk of people.
No, wait. Hit the wizard that's really hard to hit.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Wait. Stop.
He's gonna scale dust all the people.
My friend.
As you see it start to flap its wings, and a 30-foot cube of scale dust starts to pour down on all these people.
Uh-oh.
30 and 30. Oh, that's a little too far. But yeah.
Yeah, we know where it is. Oh. That's so bad.
So there. Alright. Just check this real quick. The DC 19. So pass, fail, pass. Yeah, 3 of these boys are having an early grave.
No!
Oh.
As they seem to be choking on, seems almost like this almost mutated spore dust that seems to be integrated with the bug's wings, reminiscent of Haligards.
Interesting.
Seems to have tucked mycetid poisons into its own wings and shell to be dangerous more and more. And yeah, that would be this creature's turn. It maintains its flight at 20 feet up. Mira will start marching forward and look up at it frustratedly, and will start. Well, she wouldn't charge for it. She would start whipping javelins.
Oh, just a reminder, Josh. Nira does have wing mutations.
That's true.
Get in there.
Let's see where she... That's right, I forgot. It's right there in the listing. Alright. She would be able to get up there. Who would have thought mutating would have been such a good thing?
If it seemed like a nightmare at the time.
Seemed like a nightmare. Oh god, please. No fucking her. She's going full reckless, full crush this. What's that? Hilariously enough, those all hit. Just to get some revenge for those fallen by the Blood Hunter. As it is fairly heavily wounded, but not looking too good. The knights and mages in the background. The mages are going to abstain from casting spells currently, as They saw it resisting even Modars and know they are not in that category of class.
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fudge, beef?
So that's 1, 2 more hits from the knights with heavy crossbows. 23 damage. As they start to pepper this thing, Ku is going to... What can he do from here?
He's invis.
He is invis, but this is not...
Pull out a rusty spoon?
a rusty spoon. You know what? He's not scared. He'll go for the mind whip. He'll join the Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shit.
It's always that lovely fucking inaction. Let's see if we can get... Which it fails. 11 seconds. And now it only has one action come its next turn. The Blood Hunters, as well as the Archer. Not doing too great. Some of the archers are fine, but there's the others that have been poisoned now.
Fuck.
Uh, 3 speed rolls, boys. It's not looking too good anymore. And we come over to Helgard. This massive creature is getting peppered. It's not looking too good after all the, well, various arrows. I was expecting to kill more. As you can tell, it's not very smart.
All right. Helgard is going to offhand throw his spear, the backbiter.
Eat him.
Yeah.
That definitely is.
Sam piercing, but he also catches. Unless he's immune, he also catches 4 poison,
Poison?
which is attached to the weapon.
He is not immune.
All right. He catches an additional 8, and main attack. Helgard will move to 30 feet.
Alrighty.
And Primal Savagery with a 31.
Is your wings out currently? Because he's currently 20 feet up in the air.
Oh no! You're absolutely right. My bad. All right. In that case, he will not run up. He will simply, with a main hand attack, use his Dwarven Thrower.
Hell yeah.
This creature is considered giant.
Oh, definitely.
All right, that's a 19.
Definitely hits. With the Dwarven Thrower there, as he lunge this out and smash into its shell. What's it look like as it starts to fall from the sky as the wings stop drawing?
Okay, Helgard is charging. He flings the mallet. It smashes into this thing's head. It crashes to the ground just as Helgard leaps on top of its body.
No, that is
Fucking Underdark.
We should continue forward. Let's not lose our momentum.
We should check for the wounded. Blood Hunters.
Brain, could you spare a mass cure wounds?
I can do a mass heal.
Yeah, if you could mass cure wounds. Not mass. Please do not mass heal. Please, please do not use that one yet.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
that's an emergency.
Before you do that though, did anybody bring healers with, like, amongst the army? Like, Can they mass heal themselves without Rain having to like
I think
dip into her pool of
Uh,
spells, or
This one will come rushing forward.
perfect. Oh, and we have Artorias. He should use his first as well. He can get rid of poison for 5 Leonians each.
Yeah, he'll go around curing them with the poison as this priest will... Yeah.
That's probably honestly Ramus yelling at everybody.
mm-hmm.
Field commandering.
Your commander, right?
Yup.
As there are unfortunately 3 fallen brethren for the Blood Hunters, but they did get peppered the hardest with spells and, well, this heinous creature. Do see that it seemed to have probably been a normal beetle at one point, but somehow got dragged down here and drastically mutated.
Stay pushing. Don't like this water. What is my sense C invisibility C for 120 feet in this fucking water?
120 feet in that water? It stares back? No.
No!
With that, you do see that there seems to be a significant amount of holes here. Almost like it's a watering hole for many of the creatures here. Which makes sense of why that gargantuan beetle was here. Probably hunting grounds for it.
Is this a continued passable area, or will we need to cross the other side?
As far as you can tell, it seems like it's a passable area. So,
But it's very narrow.
the tunnel itself points like it would be going down into the water for the map. And you do see multiple tunnels down in the water. But then you also see multiple footpaths as well splitting off. That seems to start diverging at this point. Go ahead and, well, make me a survival check. As the giants also will come back from...
We make a survival check?
Or whoever's doing the map.
Oh, never mind. Me make a survival check.
Oh, alright. Especially looking at some of the paths marked out and the notes previous. You do realize that even though this way is flooded, there is one safer towards the northeastern tunnels.
This way.
Yes.
Okay. I will tell everybody that due to the natural slopings of this cave, we can tell indubitably that the best path is to go in the northwesternly angle at this percentage of degrees.
I will also say as well, for Modar's net 20 as well, with the 22, if you had taken the other path, it seems to be riddled with purple wormholes.
Fuck that! Hey, guys, this way, not that way. Let's group up and get up this this next rise. Looking at you, blood hunters.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
And once again, Rocky will help transport them up the cliff if they need it. Hey, our giants are back. Nice.
Yep. They were scouting the other way. You could see that they had probably faced a few purple worms. Some nice guts.
Kind of want to put away Ramus' sword and just have him be on the bow in the back because the fucking his quench quiver bow is so good. If you use the flame, the maledict, or not the
Singing at the cliff thing.
what it's fucking called.
Yeah, is this supposed to look like a face? Or am I just losing my mind?
I think you're losing your mind a little bit there.
Because there's like,
I see
here's
it
an eye hole.
now.
There's an eye hole. Yeah.
It looks like
No,
an elemental
it's-
looking at you from the rocks and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking freaky.
Just see the cliff face start reaching out towards you like, come here.
Well, the giants have returned.
Yes.
All right.
As for that trace on the main group again, just FYI.
Let's get going.
Feet and feet.
From the south of the lines at will.
I will ask how
Hasn't.
they seem very native to the Underdark. Are they able to tell, or can they estimate how close we might be to our destination based on the positioning of where we are? Or that...
Going by
Because I know they're not dwarves. Getting a dwarf could help.
Who are you asking?
The giants.
The giants.
So, Hazard will chime in. Judging by the map that you and your compatriots are carrying, it would be at speed if we keep this 4 days travel.
God damn. 4 days.
If we take a wrong path, it could turn into a week.
Alright. Well, I will thank them and ask them to hold rear guard on the Anso soldiers and blood hunters.
Gladly do so, as they have seen some combat and seem to be chopping down quite a few things. They came down here almost knowledgeable in the prospects of what would be down here.
And they just left. They left the chat.
Magic trick.
Fire giants have left the chat.
Would I be right in assuming that this is the path that I found with my netty 20?
It would actually be further north.
Oh, whoops. That's a dead end. That's not the edge of the map. That's just an actual dead end. Sorry, y'all. Whoops.
What the fuck, man?
It's over here. Found it. It's over here.
Is it like a fire exit sign?
Just
like an industrial door.
It's the Left 4 Dead door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the safe room door.
Where's Remus? There's Remus. He's up here.
Slide everything
Woo!
on over here for a moment and grab everyone. Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Oi.
Love casting spells. Hey, Rain, get back.
We got Wall Runner.
Shit, I can't get it back.
Break her legs.
Press Control A, and then you should be able to use your arrow keys to move it down.
Oh shit, I never knew that. Thank you.
No worries.
Look at that big brain play. Copy.
Pass without trace again. Hell yeah. We're so fucking stealthy.
So goddamn invisible. God.
Rain teleporting all around.
Can you? Yeah.
Listen, I ain't gonna stop her. She's on a fucking Zoomies kick.
She figured out how to move her token easier without dragging it around on your trackpad.
It saves me so much time.
I remember like it was yesterday the last time you learned this way to move your token.
I'm sure I was intoxicated.
I'm sure too. Hey, you know what? You're right.
In my defense, yeah. Oh man.
Oh, the best of answers. Let's have to resize all these tokens now. I did this to myself.
Listen, this time I'm sober.
For the moment.
Today.
Can I ask you maybe a meta question?
I might answer, I might not.
How many maps do we have to go through to equivalent 1 day of travel?
With that will be 1 day, effectively, on that.
So 4.
Okay. So 4 maps.
Possibly.
Got this.
Might have more.
But we get so we should all now
At
take
least
a long
4
rest.
maps.
Yeah, just don't fuck up the survival roll. It's easy.
We should.
It's easy.
I got a 22. So
Yeah,
we
are
all
we
get a long
allowed
rest?
to
Yes, you could easily long rest. That was.
Okay.
I'm just resizing on the other map here, which I could
sorry.
slide you guys on over. Like,
Whoa!
as I'm
I will immediately,
unshrinking everyone.
once we start moving again, I will drop a death ward on myself.
Oh my god, why are they all so small? They're so little.
Itty bitty babies, every single one of them.
That's so fucking
Well,
funny.
we had to regenerate their bodies, and
Oh wait, see,
Listen,
consequences.
Now I'm thinking about it being worth it to actually try and revivify those guys.
Not if it takes our money.
My money.
My money.
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 I need money.
Hey, I'm
So,
missing.
you know,
Oh, there they are. Whew.
You know,
Whew.
they're just temporarily large boys, not huge boys.
Tonight in the fucking we have to, there's a series of tiny huts, and the giants have like a giant version of tiny hut that they cast, and in one of them Modar is making a simulacrum at night.
Fun.
So the thing that happened to Modar also now happened to me, because he's now a simulacrum of that.
Hey, if there are any conversations that need to happen, we can have them at night
It's true.
during our camp
Yes.
scene.
You said you wanted to talk about using our allies as fodder.
Oh, I already did that without talking about it.
Word.
It's true. They got that
Everybody
light
except
sprinkling
the-
of the poison dust.
Yeah, everybody except the troops that fall under Ramus. And weird that when we count the losses of our travel so far, we only lost a few soldiers, and look who they were under. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be right back. I'll be
Yeah,
right
how
back.
dare the guys on the front lines die? What the fuck?
They were more like the mid lines.
Beans, what the fuck? So he still doesn't have simulacrum. It's the spell that he doesn't have. Okay.
I just want y'all to know that Rain is dancing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To her own, to the sound of her own drum.
Yeah. Exactly. And I try to get the giants to dance with me, and they won't. They look at me like I'm crazy.
I bet the nerdy mages from Anso are too scared of you to dance with you. But
Oh. Cowards.
Hailguard would dance.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dancing.
I just
does Rain White Girl dance?
Nah, she can move.
Okay.
Move.
She doesn't dance like Elaine from Seinfeld.
Nah.
I'm picturing
fucked
Rogue
up.
in X-Men Evolutions.
Commander Shepard from Mass Effect.
There you
Oh, the Shepherd Shuffle?
The Shepard
go.
Shuffle.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've heard that.
Back.
Skyrim Shuffle.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Skyrim Shuffle is just the sound as my head collides with every wall.
All right.
Here's a napkin for your lap, because you're wet.
Easy enough, especially with the large soldiers that you have, as well as the many soldiers that you have. The night watch will go relatively easy.
Dope.
Though, at the same time, for some it might be eerie to be in the Underdark where there is no sun, even within the 24-hour span. Just endless halls of echoing stone and the various musty smells of the caves below.
I will do one other thing if you'll allow, GM.
Yes.
I would like to double check that I don't have this spell in my list before I do this, but I want to cast Legend Lore, which I believe is a ritual, but I'm not sure if I have it.
Should be. I'm not sure you've had that.
What level is it? Is it second or third?
It's third.
I don't have it in either of them. Anyway, I'll use like when it's clear that the night is going peacefully. I'll use Wish to cast Legend Lore.
And what are you casting it on?
I would like to know everything about the Yellow Mirror of the Yellow King Hastur, so that I can attempt to get as much knowledge as I can about how to save my friend. Anything that I didn't already know.
Alrighty.
Because I did know Jin for a time, and I don't think he deserves to be cast into the infinite madness of the Yellow Lord's domain.
So,
Muy tempted.
like a bleeding puncture wound, the yellow mirror itself appeared within the Underdark. It had been kept on record by various drow and studied carefully, especially for the Abyss, as it originally was an intention of Lolth to be able to use this to step through the gateway and have her actual body here. Seeing how that unfortunately didn't follow through, as the yellow mirror itself had corrupted many of the drow into its first followers, giving way to the dream city bleeding into reality, Carcosa. The mirror itself, a almost heaped wound. It seems to be having the knowledge for the various priests that know of the yellow mirror, that was comprised entirely of the coagulated blood and sheen of Hastur himself. He had forcefully wounded himself pushing through the veil and gave birth to the mirror, which is in itself, sits inlaid into a floor. Walking over it, you would see not only yourself, but yourself walking beside the Yellow King, if true fall.
Hey, fuck this. Hey, actually, I just had a thought. Fuck all of this.
As you very quickly start to realize, seeing yourself walking along the Yellow King, that with this knowledge, it is either a spiritual connection or that thin piece of veil that he managed to break and fully anchor himself like a snaked tether weaves. Which, for the way to initially damage it, you would need something infused with essence as well to basically dismiss what is entirely made of dreams. Especially the far realm itself being known as the realm of dreams, or nightmares in this case. You would need a weapon made of nightmares, or blood of nightmares, to dismiss it. There are various etched runes, not just within the mirror itself, but the city, Carcosa, slowly bleeding through and making Carcosa itself part of the Yellow Mirror. Realizing this, somewhere in the intertwining city, and knowing that full well that the bits and pieces almost feel like madness seeping into your own mind, Modar, as this feeds into you, and it's nonsensical, sensible, mutated and shifted down and up, but gravity doesn't apply, but it does. You start to feel that seep of understanding the city, but also that twisting hinge on your brain, like something's tightening a bolt, while the other one's slowly pouring acid into the other one. You start to realize that Carcosa itself is almost an attemptedly forced realization of the Yellow King Asher, this entire city himself from his dream state, trying to make manifest physically here this entire time, and it's taken a great deal amount of embodiments, and some being made of stone, metal, flesh, intertwining, but all gold in essence, though. To many others, in sickening darkness, this rusted, twisted, viscous fluid as well. Solidified, but not, almost like flowing stone. It's supposed to be there, but it almost malforms and misshapens itself as you're going through. And this would lead you, if you listen to the heartbeat of the city, to the other glyphs hidden within the entrails of it, in the various valleys and worships and temples, many surrounded or protected by the various worshippers who empower the glyphs through worship and trying to grow the city more. Modar,
Yes, sir.
make me a wisdom saving throw. DC 20. As you
Don't forget to add a +7.
As you are collecting the knowledge of madmen.
I have advantage on this because of my Vidalcan Dispassion. That's a 27.
Alright.
Shout out to my main girl.
Go ahead and roll me a D500 just for giggles.
You know I love fucking... That was almost 5,000. 395. We're in the upper half.
Alright. That. Especially seeing Modar focused on this and having this information flood into his mind. Sharing it a little bit, but then start to cut off a little bit as he gets closed in mentally. And then anyone within 15 feet of him starts to smell this sickly, sweet, sugary scent waft through the air.
Yum.
But then you start to recollect yourself and focus hard and push out this mutation that was trying to feed into your mind as you were collecting this information.
Ooh.
Though you feel sticky for a moment, you realize that even though it's not permanent, you were sweating sugar?
Huh, not the weirdest one, in terms of wild magic. I kind of lick my finger.
It's delicious.
Slightly citrusy. Interesting.
You realize it's actually infused with magic like a goodberry. If you licked your own arm, it would count as a meal for 24 hours in 1 health.
I immediately lick a long stripe up the back of my hand, and I go,
You just see Modar start licking himself like a candy apple.
Me immediately comes over and is like, takes the notepad from me before it gets sticky, and starts writing. Hey, I have food for the day if anybody wants it, and I hold up my arm, which is perspiring freely with beads of sugar. Oh, wait, I start to take my robe off before it gets consumed by sugar.
It's already starting to stick, like, oh no. But for the other parts of the knowledge,
Oh, God.
since you were able to stave it off, you're able to sink deeper into this lore. And you realize, especially with the madness itself, the mirror, if you were to attune to it forcefully, removing whatever high priest is currently holding Arcosa in reality, you could control the mirror and control almost like a Plato-like state and shape reality and make a city of your own vision from your own dreams and will.
Oh, good lord.
The best way that you can envision this, Modar, is as if you gave a mortal the ability to shape a domain like a god does. You could live here forever if you wanted. You could be immortal. You could have endless food and reshape everything to a perfect paradise. This gives you the power to do anything within the city. And you can continue to expand it so long as more come to the cause.
But I have to attune to the item. I have to give in to its own power. It is innately a connection to the Yellow King. That is its primary and most important function. Yikes. Okay. I will let everybody know that this thing is a lot more powerful than we thought it was. The person who is currently in command of it is almost as dangerous as the Yellow King himself. They could essentially create a reality filled with monsters that they could use to pour out and attack us, or something way worse that I can't think of right off the top of my head. The fact that Jin is still alive in there means that they're deliberately not making it incredibly hostile to him because he is important. But our primary goal should be to take out this high priest. That there has to be some sort of type of. Even if the Yellow King is there, taking out his biggest support is going to be the most important step in being able to attack him.
From above, Hailguard sort of like shouts down to you. Do you know who this individual is? Can they control the mirror?
No, I was able to learn about the object, which requires a person on this plane attuned to it to be able to harness its power. So I know that there is someone, but I don't know anything about them. I just know that, like, it's a job position that has to be filled, or they're not doing, or they wouldn't be here. I don't know if that makes sense.
Would killing them help us destroy the mirror?
Yes. That said, we might need to try and harness the mirror if we're going to save Jin. It might be the only way to do so. But to do so would put your soul in direct contact with the Yellow King. The mirror itself is a hole between reality. It's the direct connection where the magical plane of our universe and our plane intersects with the magic of the outer planes. Even the area nearby it is like thin. You could very easily plane shift between the realms, maybe even without needing to have attunement to the other realms in that place. That's how dangerous this thing is. It is literally breaking space-time and plane time, plane space-time, dimensional shit. It gets fuzzy.
I don't think either of us has ever heard you flummoxed before. That's making me more scared than anything else.
That said, they do have one ace in the hole.
Is this something you should say out loud? Or are we saying this out loud? Or is this telepathic?
No, we were talking out loud. I am going to say that, and that's it. I was going to ask Josh something. Is that in my legend lore, did I receive any information on how an object like that might be destroyed? Like, for example, in Modar's knowledge of other artifacts, sometimes a god is needed to break the object. Sometimes a certain level of celestial or a type of damage or something, like, for example, like a phylactery would need to be destroyed in a specific way. Is this a similar sort of thing?
So, especially from the information that you were able to formulate, especially being Modar, you have weapons made from dreams. Because even though it's the blood of Hasher, he is still an entity of the dream realms.
Right.
You already have that. The other part is not only killing the High Priest, which would depower it for the time and give you, a relaxed moment to move forward with destroying it, but also destroying the glyphs littered around the city that is keeping it alive, basically.
Okay.
Anchored
so we need
points.
to. Okay. Okay. I will explain that there's going to be a mission that we're on our way through the city. We'll need to be swift so that we can all stay together and maintain this. This is not something that we should break up and do on our own unless we're willing to divide the forces that we brought with us, like sending some of the giants and some of the soldiers. But I don't know if they'd be able to be on their own without us. What do I know about these points? Could I be able to describe them? How would we be able to find them?
So definitively, the city itself, especially for the visions that you had seen, is almost like staring at an internal organ track. You do see that some that are normal, kind of Art Deco shaped with solid blocks, and then there's others that start to wind and twist like an intestinal tract. Others that look like teeth and mouths opening eyelids for doors and such. But the anchor points themselves are set to actual stone and normal objects. They have to be, so the others could bleed over into reality. So if you walked into one of the other rooms that you would be able to sense, which you know are spread out through most of the sections of the city, and there's only one that is tucked away in tight tunnels and almost seemingly fervently guarded. That one would be the most infamous one on the legend lore aspect, which I'd be able to tell you ahead of time, of the Fey rune, which that one is the one offered up by the Fomorians as the gate that they were pushed through. They had basically carved it from the archstone itself to anchor it there to shut the Fey portals, so nothing would be able to hunt or chase them further, and the Hashtur could protect them. But for that, you would know these to be regular objects. One is the Fey Stone, so it is a large archstone. It itself, if you were to carve that out, it would be the normal ones. Oh my, let's side. Let's see. The second one is actually carved into an old drow throne, one of the old matriarch houses originally anchored here and destroyed. That one would be in the northern side.
Alrighty.
The third one that you know of is the Dwarven Forge, one that the Duragar had offered up to be a part of the Great Sacrifice of Carcosa. That one that sits at the southern end.
Okay. We could send the giants there. They just squish the dwarves. Be easy.
Pretty much. The fourth one would be closer towards the mirror itself. It is basically like the Arkenstone of the glyphs. It is the anchor glyph, where it sits upon what was originally going to be another drow matriarch's throne, but had been twisted into Hashtur's throne, which sits just before the mirror itself.
Oh.
A far east.
So, when you say Hashtur's throne, is that literal, or is that where, like, the height of his power, where we'll find his high priest?
It is assumed.
Or would I not know?
For that, usually the high priest is sitting there, especially as the representative of Hashtur and the voice for him. At that point, also, he would dictate those who are permissible to touch the yellow mirror to speak with Hashtur. So it's like a mediator's seat, effectively.
Okay. Yeah, so take out all of the other runes, bomb the fuck out of that place at the end, get the head priest dead, and destroy or take over the mirror if anyone thinks that they have a strong enough will. But that will probably be the most dangerous thing we've done up to this point, is doing that.
I almost forgot to mention as well. The yellow mirror itself produces a pair of false suns, giving the whole entire city of Carcosa its golden yellow sheen across the entire span, turning everything a sickening yellow. Over time, you would know full well, which the one mastering the attunement, especially for the mutations, would be able to call upon any of the mutations or supernatural effects that could be caused by this, or inflict them upon someone if they are not willful enough to push out such psychic prowess or mastery of magic itself. As far as you know, there seems to be over 1,000 mutations.
What sort of protection can we give ourselves against these mutations besides just like protection from evil and good, which only lasts fucking 10 minutes?
Protection from evil and good. Another one would be mind blank, as it would not allow the sickly magics and thoughts to intrude upon your mind and start forcefully mutating it, which is the effect that you were starting to suffer yourself having knowledge of this.
Woof. Okay. That's cool. I'm cool with that. That's fine.
As you start to realize as well that having names of power themselves, along with the factor of that even knowing this knowledge is power itself, is a terrifying prospect. It's the same on having the word of the divines.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I sleep honkshu me me me. Bye, Rain.
Night, night. Alright. So, on the second day, as you prepare to travel, who would like to roll me that delicious survival check?
Is it only one?
Just one person. Because they are the one leading the charge through this cavern.
Ramus does have a +8.
If you want him to roll.
Can you guidance, Dalos?
I can.
There you go.
Yeah, and I think I've only got a +5, so yeah. Let's do that.
Alright, this is a Ramus Pilgrim's Bane roll. Woof-a-roni.
Okay, then,
Does he get
1d4?
advantage because of his sense of smell?
unfortunately down here, no.
Fuck it.
There's nothing that you are following scent-wise. It is just musty caves and mold and horrible rot and other things.
We can still get it 17. Roll that d4.
You good?
Oh, D4. Here we go.
Oh, alright. That's 75, that's above 75%. That's over 15, that's decent.
And that's what you need.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, don't. Hey.
I mean, you have a map, like, just as long as you get a 15 and you don't fudge it. But yes, you are able to proceed further into the darker tunnels that grow and creep at your mind. As the day proceeds safely for the time, there is an eventual point in your travels that you see in this one singular hall. Hasn't really noticed you, but one of the worshippers of the church itself, and would seemingly walking down the same tunnel, going the direction that you're going. Looks
How
like
close
they were previously a tiefling at one point.
How close are they?
You could see them easily the 120 foot out in your senses. They don't seem to have even...
Over there, Rocky?
They haven't even noticed you. They seem to continuously mumble. At the same time, it's weird. As he walks, it sounds almost like music is playing through the tunnels. Jovial music, no less. It's a mix of drums, lutes, lyres, and flutes. And he's singing. Though you don't see any instruments on him.
Not to be harmful, but not trying to hurt or anything like that, but like send a gust of wind at this person. See if they recognize that the direction, if they look up from what they're doing.
All right. Strength saved it. All right. With that, especially the gust, they stumble forward and roll a couple of more feet, just because it's sloping further and further down inward, even though it's a good difficulty to tell the slight incline there. And you hear the music itself toss and tumble, almost like the whole band itself just fell over and is rolling around inside of him. And
Should have glanced back at Modar, like, you know what the fuck this is?
Shaking my head, I'm holding up my hand to cast out a hold person.
with that, he will start sitting up laughing with just absolute raucous joy and wave out a hand towards you, Thalos, like, my brother, you've come to join me. We'll make our way down to the king himself. He'll welcome us with open arms. You are gifted like me, are you not? As you hear him, start to jingle over towards you, almost like xylophones and chimes at this point now, as the music has shifted again.
Keeping going to interpose.
Keeping a good 10 to 15 feet distance between us. So as he approaches, Elgard will also back up. But in the same pace.
Alright. I assume Rocky keeping the barrier.
Yeah.
You can see he leans over like a friendly just drunkard at a bar who's waving at a friend. Please, you gotta join me. It's such a joyful travel down here. We have so many friends with us right now. As Rocky is touching this man, he's kind of leaning against him. I need Rocky to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a... oh, no, he's not immune to Charmed.
It's not a charm.
Alright. Okay. He's too far from Island. That's a 2!
Roll me a D500.
Ugh. 300 oh, 1 off.
300.
Can't believe it.
Would have had rock candy.
Can't believe it. We almost got the sex number.
Alrighty. With that, you see Rocky's hands ignite with fire. He now has fire fingers. He does 2d6 extra damage when he strikes someone. Fire.
Dope.
Did he just mutate Rocky?
Yes, crush his skull.
There's no reason to be hostile, friends, as you hear the music kick up a little faster and just joyous laughter.
Madness is in Rocky, do it. Boom, 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 boom.
Right,
This guy is gonna fucking infect us all. I hate this.
the 3 strikes to his face there. With that, Each punch. How many attacks can he do a turn? 1 or 2?
2. So
Two?
it would have been the first 2. I didn't mean to roll 3. I can
No,
roll.
I was just
another one
wondering.
to
I had to
manage.
clarify. With those 2 strikes, he stumbles back. And you can hear him laughing. And, like, even though his ribs are broken, you see his ribs fold back outward. And you hear what sounds like chimes snapping back into place. As his body regenerates some of it. But I assume just beating him into the ground at this point as he's just laughing and being musically beaten to death by fire.
Yeah, I mean,
And burned.
whatever it takes. Stay, Island, stay back. We don't know what it takes to transfer the mutation. Smash, 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 smash.
Each smash is almost comical as it sounds like he's beating a drum repeatedly. And it's just weirdly comical and almost infectious hearing this, and makes you kind of want to laugh a little.
Does it seem to beat out the regeneration, or is it like
it's beating out the regeneration, but he is just about dead on that one.
Does the firebolt does he regenerate from fire damage?
He still regenerates. It's not like a troll. He still seems to continue to regrow.
Rocky's doing fire damage too.
Yeah,
which is terrifying.
At that point, with especially the final blow there, this Void Thrall finally lets out one long gasp, and you hear a slide whistle as the last of his breath falls from his lungs. And this strange man lays dead on the floor.
Okay, I fucking did not like that at all.
Just in case.
Good lord, that firebolt.
That was fucking devastating.
Jesus Christ.
So just out of sheer caution, you see Thalos literally like incinerate the remainder of this body.
I have fucking Rocky earth glide it into the ground so that if it starts to regenerate again, it will regenerate completely enclosed in stone.
Alright. The only thing remaining is just the blood.
Give it wide berth.
Every minute I'm gonna cast mirror image because it is my spell mastery spell.
Alright.
We must be close. Eidolon, would you mind standing in the middle so we could all benefit from your power?
You do see the others looking quite nervously. Is that really more of what could have happened to us?
Be very careful. It seemed that physical touch was the catalyst for the mutation.
Everyone, be prepared to take your shots at a distance.
Simulator moves forward.
Yeah, I see Nira looking at like Rocky's fire fingers and like looks at her with a curious thought.
Rocky's face is exceptionally flat. And I will keep Rocky well away from us for the remaining hour of his existence.
Alright.
I'm staying near Eidolon and Kena.
As you are passing by the blood, even though it's getting further and further back, you do hear like soft little wind chimes in the distance occasionally for the next hour.
That's fucked.
But
Come on, Blood Hunters. You guys don't have a spell for this? Quick! Thought you guys were like the masters of monsters.
we are, but this is something we were warned against beforehand.
The fire giants are just like nodding, like, "Yep, did good." Smash his head in. Good shit.
Yeah, fire giants are actually relaxed. They're like, yeah, you fucking deserved it, you freak.
Crazy motherfucker. He was talking to the air.
Smash its head in, check. Set it on fire. Check.
Check.
Farting bagpipes and other weird shit.
Art bagpipes. I just imagine, like, people shit themselves when they die, so there was the slide whistle, but also, like, as Rocky was gonna bring him underground, it was just a real low foghorn sound. Alright, let's keep that 39 firebolt energy up as we go into the next combat.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Towards the end of the day,
Let's also put Idolin more at the front of the formation, I think. Might be a thing.
nah.
They've spent every combat running.
Idolin is going to go where she wants to go.
That is totally fine. I apologize.
You know how Thalos said attack from a distance? Idolin just went, no.
No.
The only reason I did that last combat is because I physically could not meet the enemy.
This is true. Alrighty.
We got our guinea pig, y'all.
So let's see. Rocky lasts an hour, correct?
Only an hour, yeah. So I would have summoned him at the midpoint of the journey.
Alright.
So if he's gone, then
He would be gone at this point, as you do come upon towards the end of the day
I'm coming.
a massive cavern that has various cairns of stone laid about. As you peer in, you do see the place is illuminated, but as well as having various tents made from, as far as you can tell, maybe purple worm flesh and other bones from various creatures. You see a huge order of stone giants in their home. You can tell that the path does lead through here, but it is up to you how you wish to address this matter.
Do we want to try and talk to them, or we're only here to kill the guy that's protecting them? So.
Where do stone giants fall in the ordning?
In the ordning themselves, I need to double check this myself.
Probably at the fucking bottom.
It's a 50-50. Hell giants are at the bottom. Stone giants are a different story.
I'm just wondering if they would listen to the fire giants.
Possibly.
Yes, they are lower in rank, so you could try and rely on that. You could try and have a husband order them to stand aside as you pass through.
Could we make him look super scary when he does? Is that a thing? Do we have that ability? Is anyone good at illusion magic?
Actually, quick question: Can you cast enlarge on a giant?
Yeah.
Sure.
Huh. All right. If we do that, then I'll use my Gregor ability and enlarge him.
Alrighty.
But is that what we're gonna do? That's the question.
Unless anyone has a better idea. We can always still try and kill them afterwards if they don't listen.
You know what? Roll me a religion or a nature.
I'm gonna go nature first. Encourage the rest of you to do you.
Can any of the rest of us roll, or is this just Thalos?
Pretty much anyone.
Okay.
As this is related to the giants themselves.
Womp womp.
I'll do religion. Woof. Me will do religion.
Alrighty. So, with the 21, a little bit of 14, and 16, you would know that, especially for stone giants themselves, they depend on predictions and dreams. Even though this is still a stone giant's home and such. They might be a part of Carcossa's beliefs, as especially that those dreams might be infected in their predictions being this close to the city.
So there's a possibility they could be suffering from madness of some sort.
Possibly.
Or their dreams might be infected.
Correct.
All right. All right, let's hold off on any direct confrontations. 2, can you get us a view to see if there's anyone down here that seems to be calling the shots? Anything that looks like a chieftain? And also see if they're take like 10 minutes, but take a look and see if they're acting coordination or are they just wandering around like, just regular people in a village.
Okay. Give me time.
I'm gonna pop a divine sense to see if this place has been tampered or consecrated or desecrated, what have you.
Alright. That's up to 60 feet away from me, so...
Yeah, it reaches out to this stone giant.
Alright. With that... You don't sense any taint in them. They seem clean. Nothing's being picked up. It's cool. Pop invisible and start scooching around. How long do you want to wait for Ku's return?
Probably about 30 minutes.
I'd like to call the fire giant I forget I think I wrote his name down. In my head, all I'm thinking is Ganondorf. I didn't write his name down.
Listen, Ganondorf's a very handsome name. No. It's Hazund.
I will call up Hazund. Future husband, Hazund.
For being such a loyal man.
It helps. It helps. I would like to ask Hazund if he knows anything about this particular grouping of stone giants.
I've run into some giants down here before, but not this far south. Those who have been near King Snur's mines have seen reason to maintain the slaves and have even joined some of King Snur's army to watch the tunnels below. Though I don't recognize any loyalties here.
How would you gain stone giant loyalty?
Usually out of the ordning, respect on the leaders. Usually we command it. Others would be leaving them to dream amongst their cairns. As many of the fallen and dead amongst them.
I think we could get them to join us.
Alright. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Hell yeah.
Let's get this intel from Ku, and then we can make a move.
Can we have the archers and those with range attacks start spreading out over here by Modar at the top of this ridge?
So you can get them.
Are all these guys knights with crossbows?
Knights with heavy crossbows and skilled wizards who can do cones of cold.
Then they should be up here with Modar as well. I'll put myself here, and they can be behind. Yeah. And the blood hunters can help if anything gets up here. Do they have like short bows or anything?
The blood hunters also have heavy crossbows.
Oh, dope. Okay, so we got ranged attacks out the wazoo.
Yeah.
What do the stone giants have going on for them, weapon-wise?
Ooh, great question.
For that, as far as you can tell, go ahead and roll me a perception roll real quick. As you try to assess the situation. With that, definitely stalagmites and stalactites that have been of immense size. It seems to be pouches with various boulders that are not like the glyph or runic stones that they have stacked up religiously. Though, as far as you could tell, the other ones that seem to stick out the most to you, a few who wield multiple runes and staves. The ones here almost seem like, as you could tell in their body, parts of them merged with other things. You would know that this would be one of the dreamers, one that could see through dreams and various visions, and able to meld things to their body according from the dream.
Would I be correct in assuming, or would I believe I'm correct in assuming that those dreamers would more than likely be the leaders of these groups, of this group?
Yes, especially in Stone Giant Society, dreamers who could walk the veil are highly regarded as priests and priestesses. They are the ones who receive the visions and fortunes of the Jotun and giants and are extremely zealous and protective of them.
All right, I relay that to our core group, who the leaders are. If things go bad, they're the ones we should probably be taking out first. Well, we should definitely be taking it. All right. What's the plan? Oh, also, has Ku returned, or?
Ku would come back after a half hour.
Okay.
With that, seems like they have a pretty big figurehead priest over by the largest cairns and what seems to be like maybe fallen ancestors. A lot of stone giant heads that are stacked up as he's, I don't know what he's doing. He seems to be maybe praying or something. As Ku describes him, decorated with various stonework gems and others.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Effectively, what you can feel and sense is equivalently like a high priest of dreamers.
Mr. Punani himself. Okay.
Does have a immaculate staff that is decorated much like his own face with a beautiful array of rainbow gems that are affixed atop it, along with various runic symbols that have been etched into various tablets and stones, along with the polished stones themselves making the halo wreath around his head. We're gonna talk to somebody. I imagine him if we can get them to let us.
Alright, if you want to try and talk to them, Eidolon, and convince them to be on our side, we know who to talk to. Do you speak giant?
I have a translator.
Mira steps up.
Oh, yeah, I meant
Hezzles.
the one in the hierarchy, but you'll work.
Fucking this set. You hear her mumbling in giant as she walks away from
the one that actually has birthright over these guys.
You see him walk by Nira and just kind of chuckles at her as he looks down and follows after.
Oh, you know
Are
what?
we
Here,
gonna-
come here. I need your arms.
He will happily pick you up and carry you down the few steps as the other stone giants very quickly take note of your very flashy entrance at this point.
Are we accompanying, or?
I'm sending me along. That's it.
All right, I'm gonna send Helgar too.
I'm glad that I'm getting the Expendables.
They are kick-ass in their own rights.
They're just half of our HP. It's not like
Yeah.
they have 10 and they're gonna pop. He has all of the abilities of Modar, just not his magic items.
So?
Actually, he's got half of Thalos's magic items. Everything I couldn't attune to before.
Same, yeah. That's how he got the fucking Ring of Air Elemental Command and the Robe of Eyes and the fucking Dancing Greatsword.
He's got the staff. He's got the staff of Woodlands. You kidding me?
Hell yeah!
You know?
Hand me down.
So
Pass without trace at will, baby.
Yes, sir.
So, with that, as the stone giants gather around, especially hearing Esvin start to speak for you as introduction, as they seem to look very worried and concerned at the very well-equipped soldier as he gestures to the very small Eidolon for the attention, for having all the attention for the moment.
As I hold the Satsuki pose. Sword sheathed, but under my palms, in front of myself. We would like to speak to your leader.
That translation, you do see them looking a little worried, but one will go to wander off as you hear the very heavy and loud thuds in this cavern of the stone giant walking. And we'll come back a moment later with what seems to be the head of the Dreamers.
Oh my god, just his head. Oh my god.
Take aim.
I will
Hold.
ask.
Yeah, sorry, kidding.
I will ask if they speak common.
You see him kind of look to the giant and then down back towards you, almost sneeringly, but you see Hezun shift his sword for a moment in a threatening manner. I do. Why do you bother our cave?
We are liberators. And I would like to employ your help.
See him kind of furrow his brow in your direction. Liberators of what?
Tyrants. Those that wish to control that which they should not.
I see no one controlling such things here. Do you
I
speak?
do not believe you to be so blind to manipulations that may happen around your cavern. I am under the impression that you are keen or sensible to that of which happens around you. You are no hill giant after all.
Weak, small giants. Soft like you. We are aware of the dream. Tries to infect. We are capable navigators.
And that is all I would ask.
We wish to navigate the dream.
I wish to navigate the caverns.
And roll me a persuasion roll.
With advantage?
Unfortunately not, as no one else was saying so.
I thought Heslin counted. Fuck. Big old sword. Come on.
Ooh.
No.
Whoa! 12 plus 13.
Well, he's hesitant for a moment, but also especially since Azund is the only one kind of showing a rebuffed stature and everyone else is more mannerful. I assume you seek dangerous caverns.
That is correct.
If I lead you there, I would ask you not to come back through my homestead, lest I might have to kill you. These acceptable terms.
We would not trouble you again if we happen to repeat the path on our exit.
Good. As their infection seems to be ever present to any that enter there.
You should think of us as exterminators.
I will consider such a title when you are healthy, your return.
I would not permit any of us to leave if we remain unhealthy. Or carriers.
See that you keep that promise. You may stay here to rest. We'll make ready. As he will go to finish his prayers, as you are allowed to stay in the cavern for the night.
Hazand, what may we offer as a gift for their hospitality?
Yeah. If you have any nicer gems or stones from old mountains.
Me, Hailgard, may you speak to your others to see if we have anything precious that we can offer that will not hinder our mission.
I'm digging through the back folder right now. Let's see. Would they like some family portraits of Dorian Seville?
I immediately looked
Trying
at
to
that as
move
well.
those. We're really trying to get rid of the portraits of Dorian Seville.
Oh,
I
hold
really
on,
would like
hold
to-
on. Wait, can you ask if they've seen Dorian Seville? I mean, that fool was supposed to have run down here, right?
Really question?
Let's Not push our luck.
The only things we have are gemstones that I would rather keep for as spell components, just because they're so
Onyx, quartz, sardonyx.
good.
You do realize that the art pieces of Dorian Seville might be, ascertainable, as this cavern is decorated with various arts and dreams of premonitions and prophecies. They
Oh
are,
fuck yeah! Let's get rid of all those portraits then.
yeah, like they appreciate art in many forms.
Do you also want to dump those small gold leaf framed portraits?
Any giant nudes?
Okay,
No,
so we're getting, so 8 times Dorian Seville family portraits worth 200 each comes to 1,600 gold worth. Ornate small gold leaf framed portraits also from Dorian Seville. Do we want? Oh no, we're keeping the Parisian style rug. That actually needs to go in the bodega.
Correct.
Bodega, I made that update.
Do
we
we-
have the map?
Do we need onyx?
It's not about what it is; it's about the worth. A lot of my spells don't specify the.
You just need a precious
stone.
gem worth.
I just need a precious worth
Okay.
at least 1,000. So I've been slowly taking from the bag of holding.
Gotcha.
Especially like the simulacrums need 1,500, and they need to be star sapphires. So I've been crafting star sapphires.
Would anybody be offended if we?
I don't think we should. I mean, that's plenty. I think at that point.
Okay.
I think the art piece, yeah. The art piece says, yeah, that should be fine.
They do.
Then,
Okay.
when we retrieve the portraits, I will go with Hazand to offer them to the dreamer as a thank you for their hospitality.
They're fucking big. You need one knight to carry each one.
He'll happily escort you to where the cairn starts and allow you to walk up there as the offering yourself.
Pull 8 Onso knights.
But you will see this row of various cairns, stone and stone giant skulls, all the way up to what seems to be, as far as you could tell, a depiction of an old stone giant itself, but with a pair of glowing blue eyes, though the earth itself seems to mesh and meld around it as if it were just simply willing it.
Oops.
A ancient symbol in itself, though it was carved a long time ago in the stone, is why this cairn is so heavily protected. Go ahead and roll me a religion if you like. Anyone who sees this ancient cairn.
No.
Damn.
I don't do religion. Obviously.
Only in the academic sense.
So you start to realize that why none of the stone giants here seem to be changed or shifted. This cavern is holy ground and seems to be almost an anchored point in religious practices to their own titanic giant and god, Scores. And this might have been the last blessed dreamer that they had with the gift of Scores. Protect this entire cavern and build up this cairn and home. It's easy to assume that maybe the remains and the head of the blessed of Scores is maybe within the large cairn pile just in front of the head dreamer.
Sir Dreamer of the Stone Tribe, we have an offering for you.
He will walk down the lane with curiosity. What's in your hands?
And the 8 Onso guards behind us, because I'll be damned if I'm the one carrying. If I'm carrying one of these.
I'll cast levitate for you.
We offer these 8 portraits and these 2 gold frames as a thank you for your hospitality.
See, these are precious mix. He gestures to one of the other dreamer priestesses to take these gifts and find an appropriate space for them. I thank you. I will be sure to see that you reach your destination, no matter how dangerous it may be. But I will not enter the city with you.
I would not ask a general to die for his men. I understand your role.
The dream and prophecies must be kept. You will nod ahead to you and your group, and go to return to his prayers. And with that, we will leave off there, as you have a stone giant encampment and home to rest at safely.
Wanted their juicy XP.
But you'll still be getting it.
Hey now, being able to talk your way out of a battle is still experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, just
Yeah,
because you didn't
well,
fight him doesn't mean you're not getting XP. This was either you parlay with them or they try to kick your ass for entering their home.
Hell yeah.
Gordon, very nicely done. Thank you. That rocked.
Well, I mean, hey, when your character is able to respect the might due to eons of lore, yeah, you'll be met with respect. If the other character is a drunk turtle, yeah, I want that as a pet.
Good lord.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
One was extremely funnier.
So round about 20k XP for the day.
It might be. That beetle is fucking nasty, and thankfully you had a group with you.
Do we get XP for sending out those fire giants to squash as well?
Yeah, how many giant purple worms did they kill?
They're not getting XP for those freebies.
Ah!
Good try, though.
If we did, they also get to share the bug XP, which means we get like 5
Yeah,
total,
yeah.
split- spread between all the knights and the blood hunters.
We get the RP too, though. The RP XP. Oh,
RP XP, don't forget.
Always. There's always RP.
Good lore. You got to talk about lore.
Okay. No, to be fair, I wasn't talking about like XP for killing the specific creatures, but XP for making that as a tactical plan so that we just weren't getting bombarded.
Pretty much.
Oh,
They,
yeah, good
they got to have a fucking field day. Let me do this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that.
Also, I figured it out. Ramus is a battle master.
I mean, yeah. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah. More things to do on his attacks or reactions.
I'm gonna fuck this giant.
Please don't.
You can't stop me.
I mean, half
I
giants
can't, but
exist, so
Yeah, sure, but
can you?
I can't
withstand the
imagine how
clapping of
fucked up a
stone?
baby conceived near the yellow city would be. That
I
baby
didn't
is coming
say
out
I'm
with
gonna get
4
knocked
legs.
up. I didn't say I'm gonna get pregnant. I'm gonna get knocked up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get the giant pregnant.
What? No, I'm taking this
pregnancy?
fucking. I'm taking Ganondorf's dick.
Oh, him! I thought you meant our host.
No.
I thought you were gonna like be like, yeah, you're gonna take us where we want to go.
Snack pack to go.
I have to reward Hazard
I can't say
the
what I
way
was
the
just gonna
Greek
say.
warrior does.
Now, should we cast fire resistance on you before?
No, that's part of it.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
part
we
of the
got
throw.
you. We got you with the protection. Those prophylactics. Those fire prophylactics.
I am also. I'm thinking of also getting out of this reflective plate and putting on the plate armor +2.
I mean, that's fair.
There's plate +3 in the bag.
15,100 XP to all of y'all.
Very nice.
And I will probably switch over to that plate +3 for that armor class bump.
Josh.
We're like 5 away.
Josh, how much, I'll suck your dick for 5,000 XP. Josh.
You know, fuck it. You can have a level up because you're close to velocity.
Jesus Christ, my ears.
R2D2 rolling in.
It doesn't matter what our XP is. We're max level now.
No, Nate, get under the desk. No, I'm fucking.
For one dick suck.
One time.
What if I say